Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 highest paid NFL players. When the talent is too good, NFL teams don't have a problem forking out a little more millions as an incentive to sign a player. It is still a gamble because not all the players who have been given big contracts end up delivering on their potential. Some give their best performances and then fade away, while others get injuries that ruin their careers. Here is a list of highest paid NFL players. Number 10, Matt Ryan, $26.5 million. Matthew Thomas Ryan, born May 17, 1985, is an American football quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons of the National Football League, the NFL. After playing college football for Boston College, Ryan was drafted by the Falcons with the third overall pick in the first round of the 2008 NFL Draft. Veteran Atlanta Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan, who at the time of his contract signing was the first player to receive $30 million per season. In 2018, he signed a deal that paid him $150 million over 5 years. And with his contract restructuring in 2019, he got $9 million of his salary up front. He also had numerous endorsement deals with the likes of Nike, Gatorade, Mercedes, and others, which netted him $5 million. As a whole, Ryan was able to pull in a total of $26.5 million through his salary and bonuses and endorsement deals. Coming in at number 9, Brandon Cooks, $28 million. Brandon Tawan Cooks, born September 25th, 1993, is an American football wide receiver for the Houston Texans of the National Football League, the NFL. The first wide receiver on our list is former Rams wideout Brandon Cooks, who is now a member of the Houston Texans. When he was with the Rams, Cooks signed a 5-year deal worth $81 million after being traded from the New England Patriots. Through his roster bonus, signing bonus, and salary, Cooks was paid a total of $27.5 million by the Rams in 2019. He isn't the biggest name, but he has deals with Bose, Fanatics, and Reebok, which netted him $500,000 last year as well. As a whole, he made $28 million, which gets him in at number 9 on our highest paid player list. Number 8, Trey Flowers, $29.1 million. Robert Lee Trey Flowers III, born August 16, 1993, is an American football defensive end for the Detroit Lions of the National Football League, the NFL. He played college football at Arkansas. Like DeMarcus Lawrence, Trey Flowers isn't known by a lot of non-diehard football fans, but his production has been very good and was rewarded with a fresh new contract. After leaving the Patriots, Flowers joined up with former Pats DC Matt Patricia and signed a 5-year deal worth $90 million with $56 million guaranteed. His salary was only $805,000 in 2019, but with his $28 million signing bonus that made him one of the highest paid players this season. Also, like Lawrence, his lack of national profile allowed him to only make $250,000 in endorsements. As a whole, he can't complain because his $29.1 million in total earnings in 2019 made him the 8th highest paid player in the NFL. Number 7, Kirk Cousins, $29.8 million. Kirk Daniel Cousins, born August 19, 1988, is an American football quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings of the National Football League, the NFL. He played college football at Michigan State from 2009 to 2011 and was drafted by the Washington Redskins in the 4th round of the 2012 NFL Draft. Kirk Cousins made history with his contract in Minnesota because of his $84 million over 3 years. It is all guaranteed, which is very rare in the NFL. That hasn't translated into any Super Bowl titles, but Cousins has still been pretty effective under center with the Vikings. His biggest endorsement deals are with Bose and Nike, and has smaller, more local deals, such as one with Pizza Ranch in the Midwest. During the 2019 year, Cousins made $1.8 million in sponsorship dollars and $28 million in salary from the Vikings. Number 6, DeMarcus Lawrence, $31.3 million. DeMarcus Lawrence, born April 28, 1992, is an American football defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League, the NFL. He played college football at Boise State and was drafted by the Cowboys in the second round of the 2014 NFL Draft. Despite not being one of the most known players in the NFL, his performance during the 2018 season was excellent, and he was rewarded with a big contract extension. His deal was worth $105 million over 5 years, and his average annual salary is the highest among defensive ends in the entire league. Due to his low profile, Lawrence only was able to bring in around $150,000 in sponsorship money in 2019. However, as a whole, with his $31.1 million salary and bonus, he comes in at number 6 on our list with a total of $31.3 million in earnings. Number 5, Nick Foles, $32.8 million. Nicholas Edward Foles, born January 20, 1989, is an American football quarterback for the Chicago Bears of the National Football League, the NFL. He played college football at Arizona and was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the third round of the 2012 NFL Draft. Foles played his first game with the Eagles after Michael Vick became injured midway through the 2012 season, starting for the rest of the year. During a game in the 2013 season, he became the second quarterback to post a perfect passer rating of 158.3 while passing for more than 400 yards and 7 touchdowns. It was only the 7th time in NFL history that a quarterback threw for 7 touchdowns in a single game. After leading the Eagles to a Super Bowl title and winning MVP honors, Foles was rewarded with a 4-year deal worth $88 million with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of this $88 million, $50 million was guaranteed at the signing of the contract. Obviously, it didn't work out in terms of performance, and eventually Foles was moved to the Chicago Bears. But that doesn't mean Foles didn't get his money's worth. He earned $30.8 million in salary and bonuses and pulled in $2 million through endorsement deals, most notably with Lululemon. Number 4, Tom Brady, $35 million. Tom Brady is an American football player for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of the National Football League, the NFL. He spent the first 20 seasons of his career with the New England Patriots, where he was a core contributor of the franchise's dynasty from 2001 to 2019. Brady is considered by many sports writers, commentators, and players to be the greatest quarterback of all time. Tom Brady is a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now, but we'll be looking at his last season with the New England Patriots. Brady was paid $23 million by the Pats, and despite most of his attention on his growing TB12 brand, he still pulled in $12 million in endorsement deals. He has deals with watch brand TWC and is a part owner of the online startup Molecule Mattresses. For his on-the-field gear, he represents Under Armour. Overall, Brady brought in around $35 million in 2019. Number 3, Drew Brees, $39 million. Drew Christopher Brees is an American football quarterback for the New Orleans Saints of the National Football League, the NFL. He had a successful college football career at Purdue University, becoming one of the most decorated players in Purdue and Big Ten Conference history. Brees was chosen by the San Diego Chargers with the first pick in the second round of the 2001 NFL Draft. Statistically, Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks of his generation, and he is also one of the most popular. He made the most out of anybody on our list in endorsement money through his ownership of multiple Jimmy John's and Dunkin' Donuts franchises. He also is sponsored by Nike, PepsiCo, Microsoft, and many others. There were rumors of his retirement before this season, and he will be back and will be paid a pretty penny to do so. In 2019, Brees was able to bring in $23 million in salary and $60 million in endorsement deal money. Number 2, Ben Roethlisberger, $46 million. Benjamin Todd Roethlisberger, nicknamed Big Ben, is an American football quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers of the National Football League, the NFL. Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger doesn't have as many endorsement deals as Russell Wilson, but with his fresh new contract, he comes in at number 2 on our list. Big Ben received a $37.5 million signing bonus with his contract extension that is worth a potential $68 million over 2 years. Over the course of his career, Roethlisberger has won multiple Super Bowls, and his $232 million in earned salary is top 5 among active players. His endorsement deals include Fanatics, Nike, Panini, and Sprint. During the 2019 season, Roethlisberger earned a total of $45 million in salary and bonuses and $1 million through sponsorship deals. Number 1, Russell Wilson, $79 million. Russell Carrington Wilson, born November 29, 1988, is an American football quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks of the National Football League, the NFL. Wilson initially played football and baseball for North Carolina State University from 2008 to 2010 before transferring to Wisconsin. Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson takes the top spot in our list fresh off his new 4-year, $140 million contract he signed prior to the 2019 season. This contract included a $65 million signing bonus. Wilson also has many ventures off the field, including he and his wife, Sierra, being a part of the ownership group that owns the Seattle Sounders. His most high-profile endorsement deal is with Nike, and he has his own signature shoe with the brand. In 2019, Wilson brought in $70 million in salary and $9 million in endorsements. What do you think of our video? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go for future updates.